Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Zebra. Let's go. Go. Number 53.
On second and 11 now. Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
You ain't doing nothing today. Yellow. Switch.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Easy.
Mike 5-4. Watch the flag.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught by Watkins. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
3 buzz. You got time.
Attack!
First and 10 at the 34.
Switch. Bullshit!
Off the draw, here's Williams. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana, thought about going back, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You have to get tired of seeing me. Under 10, 10.
Hey, Ken! Wino! Hey, Ken! Hey, Zoo!
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Let's 50. Gun. Hey, receiver.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie Ragland. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean,
and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Mike 40, Mike 40. Mike 40.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Not that time for Watkins.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
53, 152 fighter. 300. Hey, Charlie.
Watch it.
Gun.
53, Mike.
Hey, Clipper.
Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field.
Hey, we're good. Crunch. Crank the hot.
From the 17, Cousins going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Gun.
Throwing is Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. Quicker, Omaha. First. Go ahead.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He was brought down by It's a gain of 5. Brings up
382,
at the 31-yard line.
They'll throw again. Cousins steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Hey, receiver. Bravo.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Gun.
Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Bailey's kick is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. I'm back.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
22. Echo. Defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, yo, go. Mike 22.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. Don't get nervous.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
He's checking. Crash.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Chiefs, nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touch. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check 4.
Switch.
Check 3.
I don't need to. Get him.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Well, they did go run, so you were right. Maybe a little more breathing room for 4th down.
Well, no one wants to be accused of playing it safe, right? But instead, they would just reverse it and say, we're playing it smart.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, Ridley.
Hey, alert 3. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, D.
Yellow.
SOS.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Mahomes now to throw. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Watch that in. Watch that in.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, Delta.
24 is the mic.
You don't know no better.
24 is the mic.
Gun. Where's your hot?
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And Diggs has it. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Check, echo. Check, 53's mine. I got it.
Leave it. Bring up 48. Where's the hot?
Again, it's Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
What's he fishing?
No gain on the play. And that brings up
Third.
Hey, flipper.
Quick.
Gun. Where's the hot?
On 3rd down, Cousins. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for KC. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
And rip lift.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Damian Williams, the ball carrier. Eric Hendricks.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Hey, Hayward.
Cousins on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Good route there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On the carry, it's Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. Cousins. And he's got it. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care about third.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, the first play on the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
2nd down and goal. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Williams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with Williams. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout. Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game? No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked. It certainly did, and you're exactly right. I'ma tell you I'm a